It sort of comes back to the individual, and touch wood, it hasn't happened with me.
Okay, well, in times of all sorts of crisis, what is the first thing we think of?
Cuppa.
Yes, cuppa. Put the kettle on for a nice cup of tea.
100 years ago. It's incredible, isn't it? The tea bag was born. Carol Thatcher tells the story of a happy accident.
Tea time with its gleaming silver and tinkling teacups. What a happy time it is. Tea you can taste to the last delicious drop.
On average, each of us glugs down a staggering 860 cuppas a year. Most of them brewed from a flimsy little bag that's one of the most widely used items in British homes. Dave, are you a tea bags man?
Yes, Carol. Tea bags every day.
How long have you been here?
Over 20 years now.
Must have gone through thousands of them.
Hundreds of thousands.
This year the tea bag is 100 years old, but it might not be here at all, but for a rather fortunate accident. Back in 1908, a New York tea merchant called Thomas Sullivan sent out samples for his customers to try in small bags made of silk. They were supposed to empty out the contents into a teapot, but some of them threw the whole lot in the pot, bag and all, and then moaned that the mesh was too small to let the tea brew.
So this is when Thomas Sullivan realised that there was possibly an idea here. So he set up a factory using gauze, and he then shipped hundreds of thousands of these bags around the world. So really that was the start of what we would recognise as a tea bag today.
Thomas Sullivan could never have guessed the heights to which his humble tea bag would aspire, but it took years to hit British shores.
In Britain we were always somewhat wedded to the idea of loose leaf, good quality tea, you know, the British cuppa. So it was really after the war, in the 1950s, which was an era of domestic convenience, that the tea bags started to come in.
Tea bags were the ultimate labour-saving device. No more cleaning of your teapot. But there are some still snooty about the quality of tea in a bag, scurrilously claiming it contains dust from the factory floor.
Well, there is a grade of tea called dust, which is commonly used for tea bags, and it's just a name. And it's perhaps, I would say, on the part of the tea industry, a bit of a PR disaster, because of course the dust swept up from the factory floor is not going to satisfy the world's demands for tea bags. But the real issue is that brewing tea is a process that happens over time. In the first few seconds of brewing tea, what is released is colour and caffeine and sheer strength. A couple of minutes later is when you get the flavour.
Normal tea bags are always square. Now Tetley make them round with taste to spare.
To get better tea, companies explored different shaped bags, extra room for the leaves to brew. More recently, Japanese company Fuso developed the first nylon bags, fine mesh to allow large leaf teas to infuse properly, and now change again in the tea business with the very first fully biodegradable large leaf tea bags.
These tea bags are made out of cornstarch material which are biodegradable. This is exactly the same as nylon material in terms of its infusing qualities.
The real skill in the production of tea bags is not just those little perforations, it's blending the tea that fills them. If you buy a brand of tea, you expect it to taste like that brand every time. But tea is a crop and it varies from season to season. That's where blenders and tasters like Ben and Tony come in. Does the nature of the bag in any way affect the taste of the end brew?
No, because first of all, we always taste the paper itself to make certain that it has got no taint on it at all.
So when the paper turns up, someone tastes that before you use it for tea bags?
That's absolutely
I'm
right.
astonished. Thomas Sullivan stirred things up back in 1908, and with the latest cornstarch tea bags, it looks like the tea in Britain will be around for another 100 years. Bags of it.
Bags of it. Wonderful stuff. Now, Tim, I see you as a trad tea man, or am I wrong? Do you like a ginger infusion?
Not sure about that. Yeah, I'll stick with the Stick with the builders.
No chamomile.
Nah, not for me.
Hardcore tea all the way.
Yeah, proper tea.
What about you, Lucy? I bet you're a loose tea woman.
I like the idea of loose tea. Why do you say that?
I don't know.
It is classier, I think. Earl Grey, loose leaf, Earl Grey.
See, I knew that.
See?
Yeah, a loose tea woman is a wonderful expression.
Thank you. I'll coin that one. That's mine, isn't it? Okay.
Right,
we're going
let's
to put
see.
you to a test
Yeah,
here, aren't we?
this is to see if Tim can
More
taste the bag.
Right, I'm afraid.
Here we go.
See, this is what retirement from tennis means.
Yeah. Very important.
Okay.
You're not Wimbledon now, mate.
Tim, we're wanting you to tell us, is this from a tea bag or is this loose tea? Okay.
I'll
Thank you
pass
very
it to
much,
you.
kind sir.
Can I give it the slurp like the bloke?
Go for it. Proper slurp.
Okay.
Wow.
Careful, it's hot. I'm duty bound.
We've got proper tea and a builder's tea here.
Okay. That's one of them.
I need 2 sugars.
Okay.
Sugar.
No, you can't taste it with the sugar masks the proper taste.
Okay.
Okay,
That
second
tasted
one.
pretty good, I must admit.
Okay, and this
Right,
one?
what's this one?
A proper slurp. Go on, Tim. That's it.
Better.
I'd say that's leaves.
Which one was which?
The second one leaves. I think
can't
you're
remember, I wasn't watching.
incorrect. No, you're absolutely wrong. No, the second one was the builder's tea.
Was he wrong?
Yeah, he was wrong.
I was so preoccupied with passing the tea.
Lucy had one job on the show
There's
tonight.
a serious green
you were
point.
wrong. You were wrong.
I was wrong.
Yes,
There's a
you were
green
wrong.
point. Sorry about that, Tim.
All right.
There's a green point here, not green tea. Should we be reusing tea bags? Could we be?
Yes, I think so. I do like weak tea, admittedly, but I do reuse my bags. That's not so classy. But also, you can put tea bags straight on the compost heap, unless they are those ridiculous nylon, over-engineered bags, which really annoy me.
I'm just thinking, Tim, between sets, between games, is a cup of tea okay to have then, or is that a stimulant?
I think it'd be all right. I'm sure there's a little bit of caffeine in it, but not too much. I haven't tried it.
Not enough to test positive.
Maybe that was the
problem.
That was the missing link, wasn't it?
Oh, Tim.
Are you a banana man?
That badly.
Are you a banana man? Because Andy Murray said the other day bananas are a pathetic fruit. They're no good for giving you instant energy. But
Is that
lots
what
of
he said?
yeah.
Good chocolate bar does the trick, doesn't it?
Does it really?
Well, probably have a bit of a sugar high and then you'll be exhausted. But no, you got to eat what you want. Eat properly beforehand, and then hopefully you'll be all right once the match is underway.
No, Lucy's lost all concentration. Like.
I thought bananas were supposed to be really good for sports.
They're all right. Yeah.
No, Andy said they're a pathetic fruit.
Yeah,
Is that what he said?
Really?
and Andy's right. Andy
There you
is
go.
always right. We already hear a lot about recycling our plastic bottles now, apparently, Lucy's tea bags, but there's another item on Lucy's list.
Yeah, we bin tons of clothes each year.